Hi, welcome again back to this channel. I am happy to congratulate you first for passing your initial open store stage one test. I know it wasn't easy. You have read a lot, you have tried your best, you have done everything possible to be able to excel onto the second stage. So, congratulations. However, it is very cogent for me to explain to you how to excel on the second round as well. Please, once you are able to get this video, ensure to help share, post, reshare, retweet, you know, copy and send to friends and families, post on your Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp, TikTok, anywhere you think this information can be of benefit to anybody. This view right in front of you is one of our candidates that we are assisted to pass through the stage one. Of course, we didn't do the test for them. This is one thing I want you to be sure about. This person has done the test themselves and they have provided us with adequate documentation. The only thing we do most of the time is, we prepare you for the test. We ensure that you are very well aware about how the test is being done so that you can have a very high score on the preliminary test. And going further, all the documents that you would submit would review them, check them, evaluate them, see if they match or would help you earn any score from the portfolio instant in stage one. So this person was able to round up a score of 40 from the first stage. Now we have assisted them to register. We guided them, told them necessary documents to bring up, and they have registered for the stage two. So if you have not registered for the stage two, your own would not have this interface. You would have only this business management, and there will be a red icon under it asking you to register. So this person has registered, and in this case, you will see that this person has been assigned to the test round and check if everything is working fine, meaning that you are expected to check your computer prior to the day of your test. Okay, if you don't have a personal PC, you can go to a cyber cafe or anywhere you think that you can have access to the internet uninterruptedly, but you would request for a private place. I mean, for example, you would tell the cafe organizer or owner that, please, I want to take an online test and I want to use your cafe for this test. Please, do you have a room that you can provide me with, or perhaps a small space that would be devoid of any conversation, anybody barging in on you within that period with which you would be able to do the test. You can go there with your computer, connect with it, and ask them for your private room. Some big cafe shops do have this. They have private rooms for businesses online, for online learning, online class, and the likes. So that is for those of you that cannot afford your own internet. But if you can afford your own internet, it's the best. Buy a modem, subscribe as much as you think would serve you for the day. And in fact, I would advise you to subscribe on two different services so that if one perhaps wants to, mess up your day, you can switch over to the next one. So, having said that, please ensure to read every information. Please, it is extremely important at this stage. This person would, take a test on the 10th of January. That is how many days from now? You can make a calculation. Today is 26th. That's approximately 16 days. 30 questions, and they have 180 minutes to do what? To do this test. And they will do the test between 8 a.m. in the morning and 8 p.m. in the night. That is 12 hours. Within this time frame, the person cannot exceed this time frame. And remember, this is Moscow time, not African time, not Kenyan time, not Zimbabwean time, not US time. This is UTC. Yeah, so you have to copy this exact time slot, okay? Copy it and go to a world clock converter on Google and convert it to the exact timing in your country, which means that within from 8 a.m. in Russia till this 8 p.m. in Russia time that matches your place. In your place, it may be midnight. You understand? So ensure that you do not miss your exam, because if you miss the exam, there is no way out for it. So come back to this aspect. The aspect of whereby you have to test your what's it called, practice To pretest the operation of your equipment and understand how complete, save, and submit is the task, participate in test sessions. Or if you attempt these test sessions, you would have a simulation training. And you can do this multiple times before your exam date. You have a simulation training. Simulation means that something that will make you feel like you're taking the actual test. Okay, so let's now come back to what are the necessities. These are the basic requirements that you're supposed to be aware of. So how do you now prepare? This is the main issue now. So OpenSdoor has been so kind to every student that has been taking the test. But however, remember that the test is getting tougher every other year. Next year to be much more tough. So prepare yourself if you haven't passed, and I hope that you'll be able to contact me to help guide you to prepare well for the following year. So now we would find out how to get the resources to practice with, to prepare ourselves from. Okay, so we'll go back to the main website. This is the OpenSdoor Global od.global.uni.ruen subject. We go to subject tracks. You can see that this is the main website. Go to subject tract. So under the subject tract, you will see that each time I move my cursor, the course or discipline field icon toggles. You see, it toggles each time I move my icon. You can see. So which means that all of these are what? They are very clickable. Okay. So you click on any of them. I'm going to make 3 instances, for example. So for example, I'm going to take this as at the highest applicant. So if you are going to do anything that has to do with clinical medicine, so all you have to do is right click this in the new tab. You see? Oh, sorry, you double click this first. It will open up to this interface. You see clinical medicine and public health, coordinator, download, and stuff like that. So once you have been opened up to this interface, you would now, if you are a PhD student, PhD applicant, your own case is extra because it involves interview with a particular professor. I'm going to come back to that, not in this video. So the demo version is what you have business with, our fellow master's applicant. The demo what? The demo version is what you have business with in this second round. However, if you are not sure about the topics that will likely be asked you during the test, you can go back to program and subject area. But this is going to consume your time if you want to do this. It's too late now. So just right click this, open in new tab. But however, for the sake of a clean page, I don't want you to mix it up. You can open in link in new window. You see? The link is opened in a new window. We'll give it time to load up. We have about 9 pages here. You see, I'm going to read this shortly, these instructions for clinical medicine and public health second round test sample task. I'm saying this with all confidence that if you practice every question on this practice task, this sample task, you have a chance of scoring at least 40%. Because most of these questions are not regurgitatedly repeated. They are not verbatimly repeated. It's not repeated with every copy and paste. No. But they always find a way to mix up these answers, ask the question with a different vocabulary. So if you have read something from this material, you would find at least so I think we lost ourselves within that screenshot. If you did not follow up along, please come back now. So I'll just right click, open this, open link in new tab, demo version. So if you are able to try your very best to study these practical samples, you are going to get at least 40% mark. I mean, if you practice this, you'll be 40% confident of your results. Trust me, the questions are not verbatim or regurgitatively repeated, okay? But they always try to play around with the vocabularies of the question so that you just have to be extra careful, read very well, pay attention. You can see the demo test includes 40 tasks, of which 24 are entry-level tasks with 1 correct answer, multiple choice questions. 12 intermediate level tasks with several correct answers. A correct answer is 3 to 4 points. 4 complex tasks with a detailed answer. A correct detailed answer is 9 points. So which means that if you take the first 24 questions, you are going to get 1 point each. Okay? The second 12 questions, you are going to get 3 to 4 points each. And the last 4 questions, you are going to get 9 points. So which are the 4? So let's go to the complex questions first. So I assume that the complex questions will be towards the end. Good. You can see from section 1 of this question, you have something like a short essay. You see section 2. Let's say section 1, basic medical research, fundamental medicine. So, and please, each of these topics that you can see, fundamental medicine, is a unit that we can extensively read about. It helps you to narrow down where the questions will likely come from. One of the questions or areas which they will ask the question for this clinical and public health is fundamental medicine. They will pick a question from this unit, you see, and the question would ask you to give, situations and answer, critically and in extensive details, you see. So please try as much as possible to ensure that you give every time you have within these days to ensure that you pass this stage 2. So I'm sharing the little that I know about this. And however, this little has gotten me to Russia already. And like right now, I am almost rounding up my first year, and hopefully by next year I'll be rounding up maybe I'll be in the middle of the second year, and maybe God's willing, early 2025 or perhaps even late 2025, I should be done with the coursework. So I'll just be left with the project writing in 2025, and eventually in 2025 June or perhaps May, I will be graduating from this program, and you all will be witnesses to this glorious day that I'm looking forward to as well. So basically, I am a master student just like you are. So if you are a PhD student, congratulations to you as well. There are a lot of opportunities for you. I have checked this clinical medicine, so I'm going to go right now to check the other alternative, the other ones that I think are very different from sciences. So let's go back to the course subject track. Under the subject track, we have taken one sciences. I'll take one social science, which is economics and econometrics. The same style approach is what we are going to take on here. The same style and approach. So we right click, open link in new tab. You see, it's loading up for us. The same information, you will be asked about 33 seconds. You will ask to complete 33-second round task. They include 20 entry level, 10 intermediate, you see, and 10 intermediate automated assessment gives your answer as numbers. Some questions have multiple correct answers, altogether worth 5 points. One correct answer out of 2 is worth 2 points. Two correct answer out of 3 is 3 points. The maximum score is 50 points. 3 advanced tasks, constructed responses. Each task has a 3-stage solution worth 10 points. 2 plus 4 plus 4 with maximum score is 30 points. So all in all, which means that if you did well in the first 20 questions, you are going to have only 20 points, which doesn't qualify you in any way. So put in more effort towards the last aspect of your test. Ensure that you have the best score, the best explanation in your other test. You understand? So this is all just the best way you can try as much as possible to ensure that you excel in what you do. So I will scroll to the back to the last part of that page now to ensure that you have a very clear view of what I am speaking to. See section 5, econometric question. Below are the results of evaluating an equation modeling the relationship between hourly wages in dollars. You are given tables. You would have the opportunity to work with calculators, don't worry. You have the opportunity to work calculators, Excel sheets, and stuff like that. But however, it is not a room to cheat, please. Do not cheat. Please, I am repeating it. Do not cheat. I don't succumb, I don't propose, I don't advise, I don't support people cheating. However, if you would need assistance with training, with guidance, with explanations, of course, our DMs are open. You can contact us for your own personal services. Regardless, we do offer free services to people that we see are in need of it as much as we can within the limit of what we can afford. So if we can't afford to do it for you as well, we will charge you less. It's not like we're going to break your head on charging. So the answer here is that the Fisher, you can see how the answer is in three different results. So please try as much as possible to read the questions very well. And from this sample test, you'll be able to understand how your questions would be, and that will give you a very strong edge. Imagine that the whole test, you were able to score very high. You got a maximum 30 points and you got the maximum of 50 points. That is 80 points already. So even if you don't do all of these other ones, I'm betting it with you, you will still succeed for the second stage. Do you get what I mean now by logic of preparation? So please try as much as possible. Don't waste your time on the first 20, first 10, first 15 questions. Go to the last questions straight up. However, if you cannot flip through the question, maybe for some reasons, you may have to go through the questions one stage after the other. You understand? Maybe for some reason you are not able to. So just try as much as possible to, try to see every means, spend less time on this. And trust me, you cannot submit the exam immediately. It's not like an exam whereby immediately you do the last question, it's going to automatically submit itself. No, you have to click submit when you're ready. Do you get my point now? So don't be under any pressure. Be cool, be calm, be well prepared. So I'm going to bring about the last one that I'm going to discuss with you today, which is from the Art and Humanities. And well, I'm going to choose linguistics because that is more or less the most closely related to what's it called, sciences. So let's see. Open up the demo version. You see it here. Section 1, General Linguistics, Cognitive Discursive Studies. You are going to answer questions. Which of the words and expressions are recognized by Anna Zaliniak, Irina Levontina, Alexis Shimlov, and key ideas of Russian linguistics picture of the world? You see, these questions are very technical questions. And if you have not been trained in the Russian linguistics field, it is high time to read about it. If you are going to study linguistics, anyway, that's linguistics. So likewise, these same rules apply. You will see in the last part of this, you would need to have this grading criterion. You see, you would write an essay. You will pick a topic, choose one of the topics below and write an essay, 100 to 300 words. Can you see? And this aspect carries the weight of the mark, I think. It carries about maximum of 15 marks. Yes, 15 marks. So you'll be graded based on this criteria. You see, relevance to the topic, argumentation, the use of factual material, originality, composition and logic or speculation, compliance to the use of language, lexical and grammatical means, which norms of modern Russian and English, additional score, means of artistic expression, depth of the topic development, and other positive characteristics of the essay, as well as overall impression. And please, if you are the kind of person that do not know how to type fast, this is not a good time for you. Try to learn how to type fast and be able to excel well when you are doing the second stage. So all in all, I hope that you'll be able to pass well, pass excellently, and see you in Russia next year. So take care. Bye. If you have questions, just send me a DM, send me a text, send me an email as you like, as the case applies. So enjoy. Thank you. Bye.